You join me today as we face a six-pointer in the Premier League and cross the English Channel for a match in the Europa League. Hello and a very warm welcome to episode 5 of Irons in the Fire, our FM24 beta save or early access save, whichever way you want to look at it, as we try and make West Ham great and good again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you. First of all, in the Europa League Group E match day 1, we're away to KRC Genk, and then we're back home for the Premier match day 6, Premier League match day 6, should I say, against Liverpool, which happens to be a 6-pointer because we're on the same points as them, and they're just in front of us on goal difference. So a win today over them should hopefully put us in front of them and haul us up the table a little bit. We'll look at that a little bit closer in a moment, but a little bit of housekeeping first. Don't forget, if you enjoyed today's episode, give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification button. It all helps here on YouTube. And thank you very much for that. If you haven't bought your copy of FM24 yet, the days are running out for discounts because the discounts and stuff have run out when the full fat version comes out, which is a week on Monday, the 6th of November. So it might come out a little bit before that. So be warned. So the discounts are in place. If you haven't bought it yet, there is a link below in the description, along with an extra discount code. If you use both of those, you help the channel, and I thank you very much, and you save yourself some money as well, which is always very, very welcome, of course. Right, let's have a look then, see what's been going on since you were last with us. We have played one game, that game against Sheffield United, a very dour affair, I would say we were in it in the first half, didn't manage to score anything. If we go into this last match, here we go. As you'll see, we had the early skirmishes. We had the first 25 minutes, didn't really break them down. They come back into it a little bit. Then we had a little bit more time. They finished off the half very, very strongly. Started the second half very strongly. And then we had a patch right in the middle of the second half, and we managed to score a goal by Kurt Zouma from a corner. So the set piece thingy is definitely working, boys and girls. We will see it. On this occasion, it happened to be a near post header, and Kurt Zouma was attacking the ball and scored a very nice goal. It was too, as I say, pretty even Stevens up until then. 13 shots, 4 on target, 1.24 on the XG, 57% of the possession against Sheffield United's 10 shots, 4 on target, 1.14, and 43% of the possession. So definitely one of those matches when you just feel you should have won more than you did. Ward-Prowse with the corner. Zouma gets up on his lovely climb and puts that away. As I said, the set pieces in Football Manager 24 definitely working. Right. So that's how we are. Just to confirm on the league table, Manchester City running away with it at the moment. 5 straight wins from their first 5 games, 15 points on the board. Manchester United in second on 13 points. Then come Brentford, who we have beaten. We're the only side to have beaten them so far, and we've beaten them comprehensively as well, which is interesting. Nobody else can get past them at the moment. 12 points on the board. Liverpool are in 4th on goal difference. We're 5th, just behind them. Then Brighton tucked in behind us, also on the same points, but again on goal difference. Then come Arsenal and Everton on 9 points. Burnley, Crystal Palace and Tottenham on 7. And then Bournemouth have now got 3 points on the board. They have actually won a game against Sheffield United, interestingly. Fulham and Luton yet to get points on the board. They've lost 5 straight games, the pair of them. Right. That is pretty much our roundup. No more transfers coming in. Transfer window has slammed shut. I think it slammed shut when we were in the last episode, to be fair. So it is all closed. It all's fine and dandy. Nobody coming in. Nothing on the horizon at the minute. We're not worried too much. The club dynamics, nobody is upset. Team cohesion's good. Club atmosphere's good. Manager, I wish it was like that at Brentford in the Project Turnaround series. While we're on Project Turnaround series, Brentford, just in case you're wondering where it's gone to this week, I can actually tell you that because of FM24 and trying to get some episodes out this week, plus I have my son up for half term, it does mean that I can't do as much as I would normally do. So what we're doing this week is just doing this series, Irons in the Fire, and then next week we'll go back to a normal sort of type schedule, and we will bring back Project Turnaround. We'll obviously conclude the season before we start up our second save, by which time we will have gone to the full fat version of FM24. But yeah, that'll be back next week, Tuesday and Friday, but we'll have an extra episode on Wednesday next week, tucked in between Irons in the Fire, of course. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the episode. We have a KRC Genk from Belgium as our opponents today. If we have a quick look at them, I'm so used to the old screens that we had up here, and because it used to tell you what their expected thingy was and all the rest of it, wasn't it? Oh dear, overview, competitions, general. They are in the Jupiler Pro League. No media prediction up there, so I'm at a loss. I don't even know where they are currently in that league. To be fair, let's have a look, see if we can. It doesn't give us because I don't think we've loaded it up. That's about the bottom of it. Right, okay, I need to probably go and have a look at that then. They were runners-up last season, if that's any help, to Antwerp and Union SG. So we'll try and work out where they are in the scheme of things in due course. Right, let's get on with it then. As I say, KRC, which is K Racing Club Genk, we face first in Europa League, Europa group stage, Group E, and it's match day 1. Can we go and get a result in Belgium? I hope so. And this is the side that will face KRC against Areola in goal, Creswell, Agard, Zuma and Johnson are defensive line. Souček, Ward-Prowse and Alvarez are our midfield. Just checking on Ward-Prowse because I have a feeling he is better as a ball-winning midfielder on support. Let's just change him to that. Kudus is back in after his injury. Good news, he wasn't out for too long. He sat as the shadow striker behind Bowen and Watkins up front. Trott, Mavropanos, Paqueta, Thomas, Ogbonna, Benarama, Ings, Carrera, Journals, Kuda, Robinson and Cornet are all on the bench. And here we are with the graphics. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. They don't have very many substitutes, and we're playing our 4-3-1-2 in this Europa League. Confirmation of the teams for you as the teams come out onto the pitch. First highlight comes after 4 minutes. Johnson to Souček. Souček crosses it for Bowen. Bowen! And it's his third goal of the season. And we're off to a flying start in 5 minutes. Lovely worked a ball. And that's quietened the Genk arena. Johnson with a lovely long throw to Souček. Souček. Bowen all on his own. Nobody marking him. And Van der Voort couldn't get there. A corner from the other side. Ward-Prowse with the corner. Swings it in and it's Souček. And we go 2 up after 9 minutes. Oh dear, we're running away with this at the minute. Let's hope it doesn't turn itself around. It's quite early, of course. And again, these set pieces, Souček this time getting up above the defenders and a group of them around him. How many was there? 4, 5, 6, there or thereabouts. And Souček putting that away. A free kick deep in our own half. Agard, Souček, Alvarez into space. That was a bit short, but Johnson was on the wavelength and came and retrieved it. Alvarez goes out wide to Cresswell. Cresswell comes forward. We're into the final third now. Crosses it in. Watkins tries to get his head. Oh, that was dipping. Goal kick from Van der Voort. Zuma's he missed that. Bounced over his head. Ward-Prowse. Alvarez to Watkins. Watkins comes forward. Has Souček out to Cresswell. Cresswell in acres of space. Cross it in. Oh, and that man, Gerard Bowen, he's on fire. 4th goal of the season. Question is, was he offside? VAR is looking at it. It's been given. He was onside. Cresswell, there's the ball. No, he was onside. Definitely. Gerard Bowen gets his 2nd of the game. We'll see the lines now. Yes, just not much in it, but he was being played onside. And half-time has arrived, and, well, what a splendid first half. Not all our own way, but we've had 5 shots, 3 of which are on target. That's the 3 goals on target, so we're not only hitting the target, we're putting them away as well. 0.83 on the XG. I would have expected the XG to a little bit higher, based on the fact of 5 and 3, and we've been hitting the target very, very neatly as well. 48% of the possession. So 2 from Gerard Bowen, 1 from Souček in the space of half an hour has given us a very good start to our Europa League campaign. And a first highlight from kickoff in the second half. Seems to happen fairly regularly on FM24 so far. Quite sure the remnants of that, but it does. But anyway, we're underway, and the kickoff for Genk, and they come forward, cut out by Johnson, but nobody there to pass to. They've had a talking to at half-time, maybe. They get one back early in the second half. Could make a very interesting game. Boggart is out here. He's gone out. Did it take a deflection, though? I'm going to see it from the other angle. Braun to Boggart. Of course, this is where De Bruyne came from. Genk. Yeah, it did. Come off of Areola. They have a free kick now. It's into the area. Zuma heads it clear, but only as far as a Genk player. But we've won the ball. Alvarez, who's he's not on tip-top form today. Needs to look. Bowen, who seems to be very deep. He's bearing in mind he's a striker. Oh, that was a bit wayward as well. They seem to be a lot more lively in this second half. I think we've knocked them into some sort of counter thing. I don't know if they've changed thing, but we seem to be struggling in this second half so far. 63 on the clock. Alvarez and Braun, they're looking for a way through. And what's gone on here? Has it just gone out? No penalty given. Braun getting the ball into the area. Looked like Agard had brought player down, but and with 64 minutes, nearly 65 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes. Carrera comes on for Alvarez in that midfield. As I said, he was looking a bit lacklustre. And we've also taken off Ollie Watkins and brought on Raul de Thomas, who's coming back from injury. Let's hope they don't pick up any more injuries. And with 75 minutes on the clock, making 2 more changes, we brought on Mavropanos in the right wing-back position. Johnson's move over to the left. Aaron Cresswell, having had a good game but getting tired, has come off. And the other change that we've made, we had 75 minutes of Mohamed Kudus, who's played in that shadow striker role, and Benrahma comes on for him. Dismet, but cut out by Benrahma, who's come on. Benrahma is out there wide. Carrera, also a substitute. Gets that ball forward. Benrahma's got legs. Oh, and surely that's a penalty. Looks like it. It's the referee's pointed to the spot. VAR will check it, no doubt. Benrahma, fresh legs. Yeah, it is a penalty. Was all over him, really. And had him worried. Bruyne for his hat-trick. He gets his hat-trick. Number 4 after 84 minutes. And Gerard Bruyne with his 5th goal of the season. Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Lovely penalty. And with 86 minutes on the clock, we are taking him off so he can get a massive round of applause. Gerard Bruyne, the hat-trick hero, giving us a 4-goal lead. He's been replaced by Danny Ings. And it's all over. A 4-0 win against Genk at the Genk Arena. 10 shots, 6 on target, 2.09 on the XG. 49% of the possession. They had 7 shots, 2 on target, 0.99 and 51% of the possession. It's a good start to our campaign. Well, with everybody having played one game on the board, Villarreal beating HJK, Helsinki. I can't pronounce that. I'm not even going to try. So they have a 2-0 lead, or beat them 2-0, which means that they are in second place. Goal difference too. We play Villarreal next. And I'm not sure whether it's at home. We'll check. Well, there we are. There's the news. Definitely. They're at home, or we are at home against Villarreal. So that'll be interesting. We can get 2 wins on the board to start the campaign. It would be a rather good. So we're off and up and running. Let's hope that we can progress further in this competition. Right, we'll move on then. And having done a good job on Genk, can we have a similar result against Liverpool? Might be a bit more tougher, I think. Well, I guess every manager's ideal is to have a team that's pretty much unchanged, and that is the case against Liverpool in this Premier League match day 6. Areola is in goal. Creswell, Agard, Zuma and Johnson are defensive line. Souček, Ward-Prowse and Alvarez in midfield. Kudos is the shadow striker sitting behind Bowen and Watkins. The only thing we're going to do is, I think Watkins prefers to play as a pressing forward. So let's have him as a pressing forward. Bowen, he's okay. His probably best position is a false 9, to be fair. So we'll leave him on attacking forward. Seems to have done wonders so far. Frabinski, Mavropanos, Paqueta, Antonio, Ogbonna, Benrahma, De Thomas, Kehrer and Fornells make up the bench. And here we go at the London Stadium. We've won our last 3 matches on the trot. Drawn 1 and lost 1. They've won 4 of their last 5, drawn the other one. And they're playing a 4-3-3 today. Liverpool just in front of us on goal difference. And confirmation of the 2 teams for you. Areola with the goal kick. Our first highlight, nearly 5 minutes in. Watkins to Bowen, and he's tackled and the ball ripped away from him. Creswell comes back and tidies up. Creswell's asked for a new contract. Souček, Alvarez, but didn't quite get through. Poor, quite the pass from Souček. Van Dijk and Konate. That one going out to Mo Salah. He's into the area and he's created space. Come off the inside of the post though. And this is Mo Salah cutting inside, and he goes on his own really. He's got 2 players he could probably use there. Throwing out Trent Alexander-Arnold. Salah again. Bowen's out there to try and keep him at bay, but not having much luck at the minute. Canate. Van Dijk. And goes all the way back to Alisson. And they build again. It's going to be a long episode if this continues. Diaz is coming all the way round. Oh! Had the header there. Still, it's Liverpool. Tells you how much pressure they're on at the minute. Alexander-Arnold, he's going to have a pop himself. He is. But Areola makes the save and it goes out for a corner. Ball in, but it's headed away. Still live. Got that ball away now. Watkins is out there. What can Watkins do? Johnson with the throw in toward Prowse. Ward-Prowse to Zuma. Zuma finds Johnson. Johnson as we come forward. Watkins is in. Chances will be few and far between. Need to take them. Johnson. Oh, well defended. And they've broken out. But Ward-Prowse is there. Ward-Prowse steadies the ship. And a chance. Ball floated in. Watkins probably gone a little bit wider than he meant. Johnson. And who was that? Souček. Was it Bowen in there as well? Not quite sure. No, it's Kudos. That's Bowen. Creswell with a throw in on this near side. Bowen. Creswell. Creswell comes forward. Crosses that ball deep. And Alisson, all he can do is punch it. Ward-Prowse. Agard. Creswell. Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse finds Souček. Souček comes sort of like backwards, really. Agard trying to find a way through. Areola to Zuma. Zuma. Watkins. This is looking promising. Watkins, can he get the cross in? He's got to try and get this in. Alvarez is there. Alvarez. Ward-Prowse. And, shot. Kudos gets shots away, I think. And we've had a couple of chances there. But they've defended so well. Kudos hitting the post. Johnson. Ward-Prowse. This is a sustained period of pressure here. Bowen puts it away. His 6th goal of the season. And we go 1-up against Liverpool after 36. The pressure was starting to build. You know, we'd sucked up their early pressure. And you can see chances have started to come. Bowen created that space for himself and tucks it away. No more highlights. And at half-time, we're pleased to get inside. But goodness me, 8 shots they've had. Only one of them was on target. It was a good save by Areola. 0.75 on the XG, 49% of the possession. We've had 4 shots, just the one on target, which Bowen put away. 1.13, 51% of the possession. Good first half. Kudos comes forward. Our first highlight of this second half, 58 minutes in. And we're in a bit of a rush. Johnson into the area. Bowen cuts it back for Ward-Prowse, but it's blocked. And now they've broken out. Mo Salah. We're outnumbered here. We've got to do something quick. Get back. Oh, and no, Mo Salah gets them level after 59 minutes. And then the minute they started to break out, the counter-attack was on. And it was a pretty deadly counter-attack. Thought we might just for a minute have got numbers back in there, but Mo Salah in acres of space, and with 73 minutes on the clock, making 3 changes. The midweek game is definitely starting to hurt us a little bit. So Mavropanos replaces Ben Johnson. We've replaced here Kudos with Benrahma, and James Ward-Prowse has been replaced by Kahera. And with 79, nearly 80 minutes on the clock, making our final 2 changes. Souček has come off for Paqueta, and we've also taken off Kurt Zuma and brought on Angelo Ogbonna. And a highlight coming into injury time. We're in the 3rd minute of injury time. And Gomez goes out wide. Creswell heads that back to Areola. Back to Creswell. Creswell comes forward. Creswell is tired, though. Gets that ball forward to Bowen. Can we manage to get a sneaker winner here? It would be very good if we could. Creswell, no. But Kara is there. Agard finds Alvarez. Alvarez out to Mavropanos. Mavropanos is in the area. It is. And Benrahma, question of offside. We'll need to see it. But in this 3rd minute of injury time, if Benrahma's got it... excuse me. No, he's offside. What a shame. Yeah, just. There wasn't much in it, but it was. Alisson. And what we don't want to do now is concede off the back of this. And Creswell comes back and tidies up. Areola finds Ogbonna. Ogbonna finds Mavropanos. And seem to have got a little bit of a lease of life again now, thankfully. Mavropanos did wonders last time. Gets it out to Carrera. Alvarez crosses it. Creswell. Oh, it's on the line. And it's an own goal. It's been given. And we've... didn't see that cross the line at all. We'll see it from this angle. Mavropanos. Carrera. Alvarez. Creswell. And Becker carries it over the line. Unbelievable. And it's all over. And well, we've snuck a win from under the noses of Liverpool. It was pretty even Stevens, really, wasn't it? We had a better of it, actually, as it turned out. They had 11 shots, 3 on target, 1.20, 50% of the possession. We had 11 shots, 6 on target, 1.95 on the XG. Sorry, they had 1.20. Did I say that? And 50%. Well. We should have won it in the 3rd minute of injury time. We won it in the 4th minute of injury time. With Alisson stepping back over his line after Creswell headed a looping header that Alisson just couldn't contain, really. Well, there you go. Let's go and have a look and see where that's moved us in the table. Well, today's round of games, Aston Villa losing 3-2 to Brentford. Newcastle beating Brighton by 5-0, and our 2-1 win against Liverpool means that we are in 4th place, having played 6 games with 13 points, tucked in 2 points behind Brentford, who are doing very, very well. In 3rd place, Manchester United are 2nd with 16 points, but the leaders at the moment are Manchester City, a straight 6 wins on the trot, and they have 18 points at the top. So we are in the Champions League places as it stands at the moment. Nottingham Forest, Luton and Fulham. Luton getting off the mark with points now. Fulham still the only side not to put points on the board. But Luton are down there with 3 points in the bottom. The interesting one on this, though, is Chelsea are way down in 17th place with just 5 points so far. They're in a bit of a poor state, really. Well, there we go. We're going to come straight back for the game against Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest in the next episode. Then we'll have Villarreal and Tottenham. It's going to be back-to-back episodes just to see us through this first week or so. And then we'll start to put on a bit of motoring as we go forward. So Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup 3rd round next time out, and Nottingham Forest in the Premier League Match Day 7. Well, hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Irons in the Fire and other series as they are released. The best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on this channel, though, is to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. As I said earlier, Project Turnaround will be back next week with 3 episodes, Tuesday, Friday and a special extra episode on Wednesday, seeing as you've missed out this week. So don't miss that. Don't forget, if you haven't bought FM24 yet, there is a link down below. You can go to that link, saves you some money, helps the channel, and also there's an extra discount code, saves you another couple of pounds, something like that, £1 something, which brings the price down quite neatly. And you could be playing the beta, the early access version quite soon. New episodes of Irons in the Fire released every day this week at 4:15 p.m. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow for episode 6. Till then, goodbye.